Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I am good. Thanks for asking. So I decided to get just a little personal today, just a little bit, and talk about something that I go through on a daily basis as a Christian. You know, I'm a person that really loves fashion. I like to dress up, I like to look good, I like to go out and pop out every once in a while, you know, put on my best fits, you know, do what I gotta do. But it can be really difficult sometimes because I'm very self-conscious. I tend to beat myself up a lot about little things that I do, and then I think about it afterwards and I'm just like, what is wrong with you? I tend to do cringy things all the time. Like, my life is an entire cringe. I should probably just like make a video about all the cringy things that I've ever done in my life, because it's a lot. It's a lot. And for a long time it was difficult for me to kind of just relax and be myself because of who my dad is in the church, and you know, because of that a lot of eyes are on me all the time, and it's like you have people who are either looking for you to fail and waiting for you to make a mistake, and then you have other people who are kind of looking up to you to be an example. So it can be really stressful, and it made me very self-conscious. Like, I'm always watching what I do, watching, you know, what I say. And you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because being self-conscious can help you and prevent you from making mistakes, because you're being meticulous about everything, you know, being cautious so that you don't do things that you would regret. But at the same time, it kind of makes me uneasy because I'm afraid to just relax. You know, it can be very difficult for me to just be cool and be myself because of it. And one of the things that I started to notice is that my self-consciousness would really be a hindrance when I was in church, because I knew how to worship when I was younger. You know, they teach you to lift your hands and close your eyes and say hallelujah and stuff, and I would do it, but it's like I wasn't really connecting, you know, with God, because I was thinking, you know, who's watching me, or who's looking at me, or this person probably thinks blah blah blah, you know. I mean, let's be real. Like, you want to worship, but you don't want to look crazy, you know, like, because you've seen other people that, you know, are at the altar and they're all over the place, and you don't want to be that person. Especially when you're in front of the opposite sex, you don't want to make a fool of yourself, you know? So you kind of just, you know, in your little hut of a worship stance, like, look cool and nonchalant, just keep it at a low. And it was really a hindrance, because I would be trying so hard to get connected to God, but I was not able to, because instead of giving my best, I'm kind of holding back because I don't want anybody to look at me funny, you know. And it took me a while to really get out of that. And I think that's one of the things that young people battle with. And I think that's one of the things that a lot of young people battle with, because, you know, you have this desire for God. You have this longing to be in His presence, you know, this yearning to be closer to Him. But at the same time, you kind of prevent yourself from giving everything that you have and worshiping Him in spirit and in truth, because you're worried about who's watching you. And so for a long time, I was always, you know, just trying to keep it low key, because I didn't want people to look at me like, oh, she's a Jesus freak, or whatever they would say, or whatever. But I remember there was one time where I was praying. I was pretty young. I think I was like maybe either 14 or 15, around those early teenage years. So I'm praying and I'm asking God, you know, what do I need to do? Why can't I be better? Why can't I do more for you, you know? And it just dropped in my spirit, like, the reason why you're not getting where you want to be or you don't feel satisfied is because you're too worried about what other people are thinking about you. And it was something that I did subconsciously, so it wasn't until that point that I actually realized that I was being really self-conscious. It's like you're trying to find that gray area where you want to live for God and be a good Christian, but at the same time you don't want people to be like, she too Christian. It's like the world kind of pressures you to look a certain way and act a certain way. And because I don't want to be ostracized, I don't want to be left out, I don't want to be the oddball, I'm trying to protect my image so people don't look at me funny. But then at the end of the day, it's like, whose opinion matters? People's opinions or God's, you know? What I realize is that sometimes the same people who will look at you funny are the same people who are going to come to you when they want to talk about God. So you gotta just forget about yourself. Stop worrying about yourself. So if this video was helpful, I hope it encourages anyone who is, you know, also dealing with self-consciousness. Remember to live, laugh, and love God, and I will see you in the next video. No more, you won't kick down, lie you won't tear.